George Kell Motor Company player of the game, Gavin Tarwater, with his first start as a Newport Greyhound. Been with this program for a long time, and gotten some snaps early in the year, but the first time he got an opportunity to get out there and lead this football team. And in the playoffs, tell us how special it was out there, Gavin.
It was pretty special. I honestly, I went to the week. I came out there kind of nervous. I didn't really know what to expect just to be out there the first time. But once I got in the groove, and it was fun. It was fun.
Well, you're talking about getting in a groove, and you got a great supporting cast around you. But we were a little short-handed tonight. We talked about it all along with Jadarius being gone, a couple offensive linemen banged up. But you started throwing that football, and I'm talking about pinpoint passing. Looked very good throwing the ball. How'd you feel out there throwing the ball?
I felt confident. I feel like I can make any throw on the field when I was out there, and I just have good receivers that go up and get it, and I have to trust with the ball. So. Like Chris Reynolds, he made a heck of a catch down here.
Didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Theron's going to blow by anybody you put him on. So, you just got as good receivers is what makes a good quarterback.
Well, you have led us to the second most points that the Newport Greyhounds have ever scored that I remember ever in the history of our program. So congratulations to you. And I want you to talk about your offensive line and how you kind of messed with those guys.
Oh, yeah. My offensive line's a big supporter. One of my best friends on the offensive line, Chaser Prince, and he told me all week he said I could do it. And he was going to protect me. He had my back, and he did. I never hit the ground once tonight. So I want to thank the offensive line for everything they did and going to continue to do.
Well, you played all year. You're on some packages and some special teams, and been a big contributor to our program. And there comes a time along the way that you got to step up. Whether you're a ninth grader or whether you're a senior, that opportunity arises, and no doubt you stepped up tonight.
Yes, that's what Coach preaches all the time, is next man up mentality. And when Eli went down, you can't just stop the show.
No, you got to go on.
Has to go on. It's first round of playoffs. We got to go to the second. So
we're 1-0 this week.
Yes, sir.
That's kind of like what we always want to be.
Yes, sir.
And surprisingly enough, a football team that wasn't that bad. Those guys had some pretty good football players on it, and scored 3 times on us, got one late. But congratulations on your first victory as a starting quarterback and the 68 points that your group put up tonight. And looking forward to what's on down in the playoffs. We got a chance to make a run with this bunch, don't you think?
Oh yeah, we have a good chance. We have good talent. We have good line supporting cast, and I think we'll do pretty good. Before
you get out of here, you got graduation coming up in a few months. It'll be just right on your heels. What's the plans for Gavin Tarwater?
Well, I've been thinking about going to the National Guard to get started off, and then probably I'm gonna go in the coaching career.
Good for you, young man. Good for you. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Wish you the best of luck moving forward throughout the course of this year and this playoff run that the Hounds are going to get on. And who knows, anything can happen, and you can't look forward, to anything else except this football game coming up against Harding Academy. You can't look down the road any further. Gavin Tarwater, congratulations, my friend.
Sir.
George Kell Motor Company player of the game, Gavin Tarwater, and what a start he had tonight. And the winning football coach. And, Coach, it's another notch, for the Newport Greyhounds, and a notch for you from a personal standpoint, a playoff victory. And, not that those things are hard to find here at Newport, but certainly exciting when you can get one of those. Talk a little bit about it.
Well, and, I've been saying it over and over and over, and I can't say it enough, is that, coming off that Osceola game last week was so hard fought, and I think our kids really needed this game more than ever. More because, it's like I said, it's nothing that we could say or do. It was what they needed to do and prove out here. And I think they did that, and I think it gave us back our mojo, our swagger, or whatever you want to call it. But I think it's exactly what we needed going into round 2.
Well, Gavin Tarwater with his first career start, and you go in there and you've got great skilled people, but we're short a couple of offensive linemen. But I thought the kid played well.
He did, and that's well earned. There was no, and I've been telling him this all year, and I think he believes me, is that he did not understand how valuable he was to us, with this team, because with a sophomore quarterback, with a running quarterback, injuries will happen. Mm-hmm. And I said, you're the most valuable guy on this team, and you don't even know it, because you're going to have to come in a time that the team is going to need you, and you've got to perform. And I think you see right there that he maybe did believe me, because he came into a playoff game, as a backup quarterback, and had one heck of a game. Looked like a pro back there, managed the game really well. made big plays when we needed, and and that's what I told him before the game. I said, no need to be nervous. You got dudes around you that know what they're doing, how they're going to do it. I said, you just need to protect the ball and just do you. And he did a great job.
One thing that I did notice about Gavin is that his ability to get his younger people, especially the freshmen that moved up, to get them in the right spot in the formation to start. He knows where everybody's supposed to be.
He did. And that's been his strong suit. From the beginning, is he knows. And he always tells me he wants to be a coach, and I totally understand why, because he understands things. He can talk to me just like we're talking with another coach.
Right.
I mean, he really gets it. And he understands it, and that's kind of the comfortability that we've had together. Is just we can communicate very well on things, and you would think that there would be like a gap in saying, hey, you're going to be the quarterback. When I told him on Monday, there was no gap in. We were just right after it. We talked about how we're going to install it, what we're going to install, and there was no lost time. And that's real comforting when you have that guy in that backup role.
Well, Theron got 5 touchdowns tonight. Chris Reynolds was simply phenomenal. There
was no question who was coming up here tonight, but I'm telling you, Chris Reynolds had an unbelievable game.
Yes.
The catch he made down here, the onside kick recoveries.
Touchdown. He almost got 2 of those.
Unbelievable night. That kid needed that, and of course Theron was just being Theron. He's a different dude, different gear, man.
Well, it's congratulations on the big victory, and I didn't want to look too much ahead with Gavin, but I can with you. We're on the road next week, which is fine. We've been there before. We played in tough environments. You'll never play in a tougher one than what we played in last week.
Sure, absolutely.
And we're going to play an undefeated football team, and we think we match up well against these guys.
Sure.
And you go down there and just see what'll happen. It's a playoff game, second round.
Wins
it's always
will multiply.
Absolutely,
and that's you got to play them. And I feel good about this little group. Now that they've got their mojo back, I feel really good about them.
Well, congratulations once again, Coach, and I'm excited about this playoff run. I'm excited about these 9th grade kids that have come up to help with this bunch, and gives us a lot of depth. We really had a lot of depth lately.
Seeing even DJ Marshall come in.
Yes.
In that big area, in that big play, that big chance right there. And didn't really miss a beat either. He threw the ball well, line up people, and just overall, having 3 dudes now is going to be really, really fun.
Well, it's an exciting bunch to watch, and it's an exciting bunch, going down the stretch, and we'll play it a game at a time, and it's us and Harding Academy, the Wildcats, next week at Harding, and congratulations on tonight. Looking forward to next week, and
absolutely
talking to you, in pregame and the booth. Hounds win it big right here tonight over Yellville Summit. We appreciate all you folks watching here on Saturday morning or whenever you decide to watch this over the years, and we appreciate it. And until next time, the Coaches Report brought to you by Subway in the Walmart Supercenter. Until next time, go Hounds.